Hello, everybody, and welcome to an exciting episode of Mythos Tales. Here we are. I don't even know how many years later. It's been a long time since the last one.
We played it like last week, Justin.
Oh, God. I'm in trouble. But this is a mystery-style game that's like completely open map.
Do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want. We can go the unvisited aisle.
This time.
We are doing this scenario, the Vanished Girl, because it's the next one in the book. It's the second last one in the book, so we only actually have two left after this.
We can see into the future, Bryn. They're going on the visit. We're going to visit first.
Then there is no unvisited aisle for them to go to.
Yeah.
All right, so in this scenario, we'll be using requirements. So those are these cards. Basically, it's like if you have 18, you get to do this. So we can earn 18 in other ways.
Okay, just represent things.
Yeah. It also has the new pursuit rule. So, at the end of some encounters, you'll be given the opportunity to follow a person of interest to your investigation. If you choose to follow, you simply turn to the pursuit section of the investigation and read the next unread pursuit encounter. Pursuit encounters in Investigation 7 are presented in order. Instructions are also printed on the pursuit encounters page. Each time you pursue, they will read exactly one pursuit encounter. Players usually have a choice of whether or not to pursue. In summary, when players encounter the pursuit text, it will instruct the players to turn to the pursuit section, page 145. And read the next unread pursuit encounter. Be sure not to peek ahead the next pursuit encounter.
That's how you win.
The first time the players pursue, they will read pursuit 1. The second time, pursuit 2, and so on. I feel like I've been told that I've read the same thing like 4 times. Note there are only 6. If you've read all 6, you may not pursue again. The pursuit text within the encounters will look at this. You may pursue if you pursue. Okay, good. All right, investigation complexity. Armitage is rather emotional about the missing girl. I do not say so much in front of John because hope can be a double-edged sword, but I think there might be a simple explanation in why the girl is missing. If so, we may very well get her back alive and well. It may have nothing to do with the other missing children. This is just a feeling, I readily admit, but I've always learned to trust my instincts. That said, I expect a full resolution of this case on day 4 morning. So we only get 13 encounters.
All right.
All right, the Vanished Girl, Investigation 7. Armitage greets you at his office door. His eyes are red-rimmed and his high forehead is flushed and splotchy. Behind him stands another man, tall and handsome, but dressed in a threadbare suit that fits him poorly. Okay, never mind. He looks like he's been crying for days. Come in, Armitage says, gesturing you into his study. Have a seat. The other man sits down in an armchair across from you. Simultaneously, both he and Armitage take out handkerchiefs and dab their reddened eyes. In the past, Armitage begins, I have had to harden my heart and steel my resolve. This particular case, however, has affected me dearly. This gentleman is John Baxter. He has been unemployed in the library for several years. Oh, so he's been employed in the library for several years.
Unemployed in the library for several years. They can't make him leave.
And we've become well acquainted. John Baxter nods. You may have heard about the children disappearances that have plagued Arkham for years. John's daughter, Christine, vanished from their home 2 days ago. Christine was reading her favorite book in her room upstairs, and when Laura, John's wife, went up to check on her that evening, she had vanished along with her yellow overcoat and her favorite doll. Following Christine's disappearance, Laura's mind cracked immediately. So devastated she was not even able to look for her own child, and Laura has been catatonic since. She is now in the sanitarium. Detective Garrison thinks Christine was taken via open window in her room. The police have documented files on child disappearances dating back many years. The disappearances occurring at the end of April. I expect that May Eve, Walpurgisnacht, holds some significance. To our knowledge, none of the previous year's children have been found, and John and Laura, well aware of the history, feel hopeless, although John will not give up. If we can find Christine alive, we most certainly will, and I feel that is very possible. Armitage looks sadly over at John Baxter, who bows his head, folds his hand, and stifles a whimper of utter grief. He walks John out of the door and then turns to you. We shall not give up on this girl. I know with careful analysis we can figure out who is doing this, and something tells me that perhaps there is a simple explanation. If there are no surprises, I intend to find the solution quickly. The longer this girl is missing, the more difficult it will be to recover her. All right. So now we just, it's all on us.
We just do things, huh?
Bryn, you're the Dark Pharaoh, so you got to make, we get to discuss, but you have final say of where we go.
Uh-oh.
It's just like, Stop it. Okay. No. All right. So I think pretty simple ones are like going to the Baxter house or like the sanitarium.
Or the police station.
Or the police station. Yeah.
There's like 2 other children who disappeared.
Okay.
And one of them disappeared from Orange Gangway tenements, and the other disappeared from his parents' backyard, her parents' backyard.
Well, let me see if there's a Baxter in here. Baxter J is what we're looking for, right? His name's
not
John.
The guy that we just talked to.
No, it is, but we could like go into his house is one of the options too.
Yeah,
So we have
Going to his house.
yeah. So we have
Wrap up the place.
Oh, the windows are pretty. It's just a room, huh?
Just Arbor's just like, I'm so sorry, I hired them. Things haven't been the same since they were poisoned.
They were legally dead for 6 months.
So his place is F27. What was the other one you said, Travis? The
There's Klein's backyard.
Klein with a K?
Yeah.
Is
K-L-I.
that like mini Klein?
Yeah, like our old premiere.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Klein Bucks.
Yeah.
We'd love to see it. We have our first name? Oh, probably
Adelaide is the child.
Oh, F36 and F37. So his was F37 and this is F36.
Adelaide Klein went missing from her backyard while playing with other children, and the other guy is Wooledgeco's child disappeared from Orange Gangway tenements.
So these two are actually Klein and Baxter. They're next to each other.
All right, well, I think.
Sorry, I fucking lied. It's F27. Oh, they're next to each other still.
Yeah.
They're right there.
They're still next to each other, just different.
Still close. Still in the same block. All right, the last one was
Orange, like Granny Orange, Gangway tenements.
I didn't know she was a slumlord.
F22. So same neighborhood-ish, just F22. F00. Foo!
I mean, that seems like a good place to check things out,
Yeah, we
though.
can check all these. We can check like one of them and like if I can find F22.
Yeah, I mean, like you'd think that the numbers would be in order, but why? Why would they do that?
I feel like we've had to have had this conversation before. I think there's just no F22. There it is. I found it. Okay, and I think the police station and the sanitarium are good ones as well. Yeah. But I think knowing this game, I feel like if we go to the police station, they're going to be like, yeah, she was just taken from her window. Right?
Yeah, and then we go back and we're like, case solved.
Yeah.
We talked to
Anyway.
police. They gave us sufficient
She's,
evidence.
yeah.
Money, please! Money, please!
Should probably spend the next couple of
check.
weeks like dredging the river and
No, they said we were gonna get back alive. We're like, nope.
No.
that's tough.
And we have all of these places that we can look to. These are like usual leads that we can follow.
The usual suspects.
Do we want to?
Can I see those?
Yeah, sure. See if any of them ring a bell.
I think we should go check out
Their house?
those houses in some capacity.
Sure.
That seems like the logical place to start. Is like where the crime happened.
Sure. I think we start with the Baxter house. Yeah, go there. We'll think like detectives. Is that okay with you, Dark Pharaoh, or are we going to the Invisible Isle?
No, we're going to Peabody Avenue.
Yeah, joke's on you. I actually read the resolution in preparation for this.
Yeah, you went and got they printed the PDF of this whole book. All right, Travis, do you want to log F27 for our first location?
Don't worry, we're coming back.
Oh, God. That's a scary picture.
Can I see? That's fine. That's normal.
All right. Mr. Baxter isn't home, so you instead speak with a police officer who has been stationed at the house in case Christine returns. He greets you and lets you in the building. You make your way to the kitchen
He's not
first,
very good at his job.
where you see a report card for C. Baxter. That must be Christine. Christine was a star student. There is also a business card for Heather Hathaway, the psychic. So we have Heather Hathaway and psych, if you want to just write that down. Oh, look in the lead section. You proceed upstairs to Christine's bedroom. The bedroom window is open. You test the window on the window trellis by leaning out and stepping on a slat. You hear creaking as the bolts loosen from the walls and realize the trellis couldn't have been used by an adult. The halls leading to the study are lined with portraits. You grab a picture of Christine wearing a yellow coat and secret it away. The remaining 2 portraits contain twins. One set of men and another of women. You make a note to speak with Dorothy Davis at the Arkham Historical Society. So we got another lead, Dorothy Davis. You enter the study and are confronted with an astounding collection of books.
She's at the sanitarium?
Historical Society.
Oh.
You enter the study and are confronted with an astounding collection of books. At first, none of them stand out, but you arrive at an older volume with a faded cover. You remove a book from the shelf and see that it is an annotated guide to arcane knowledge. You can't read the title. The Baxters were interested in a knowledge that many families would forbid. Scrawled in forward pages and bad handwriting is the passage. The blind cosmos grinds aimlessly on from nothing to something, and from something back to nothing again, neither heeding nor knowing the wishes or existence of the minds that flicker for a second now and then in darkness. We got to take requirement card 6.
Nice.
And that is it for this one. Okay, that was pretty successful.
Mm-hmm.
We learned that she was definitely taken from her window by a child, or a raccoon, or a coyote with wings.
Or a rat.
This
Or a
other
rat, yeah.
Walter Gilman was attacked at the witch house by an animal.
There's our problem.
There's some feral raccoons. That'd be so good if that was actually
Yeah,
the gang of like rabid raccoons going around.
Yeah, at the end, Armitage is like, it was just that gang of raccoons.
Anyway.
Case closed, yeah.
Child.
And he's like, but what is the meaning of the music box? So, I mean, we could just follow one of those leads, right?
Yeah.
Should we go to the Historical Society, or...
House.
I'm now the Dark Pharaoh. It rotates each turn,
Oh,
each day, yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is still the same day.
Yeah.
I still love the afternoon.
Afternoon. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, it's still Bryn's Day.
Oh, no, it's each place we visit, it rotates after each encounter phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Every day, top of the day, we're coming back here.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. It rotates, I guess.
I mean, I think, do either of them jump out for you? Should we go for the psychic? What's the psychic's name again?
No, psychics are useless.
I mean, I do agree.
Heather Hathaway.
Heather Hathaway. That sounds like a fake name.
It does.
Heather Hathaway.
More so than Dorothy Davis.
Yeah.
That one's also pretty sus. Heather Hathaway?
Yeah.
We have no There's a Hathaway M and a Hathaway W.
Do you want to double check?
Yeah, sure.
Double check.
But there also might be something for psychic. Yeah, Heather Hathaway. All right, let me look up P for psychic services. It could exist. You never know. Oh, there's a penny arcade. Are you writing down penny arcade?
No.
Oh.
Screw this missing child.
I asked if you guys want to get a job at the grocery store, okay?
Do you think if we went to the grocery store, there would be an encounter? Be like, sorry, we just already hired somebody.
That would be probably more effort than they put in the game. But I would be impressed if there was.
Okay, I can't find anything about psychics.
Do I have psychic thing?
So I think then we go to the Historical Society, right? Probably a safe
Dorothy
bet.
Davis. She's
Yeah.
the history of family, or knowledge of family history.
Sure, I think that's good.
Yeah. I mean, you're the Dark Pharaoh.
I am. All right, what location is that?
L1.
L1, let's go. All right, our next stop is L1, Travis. All right. You tell Dorothy about your investigation and mention that you're looking into the Baxter family history. Well, let me see. And she crosses the room to the genealogical section. It doesn't take her long to pull a volume off the shelf and open it. There's a small record of the Baxter family here. John Baxter's father, Edwin, had a brother, Albert, who was born on the same day as him.
Why did you say you had an uncle?
September 5th, 1870. They must have been twins. Here is Laura Baxter. She's a descendant of the Mason family that came over from Europe.
What's her name?
Laura Baxter. That's the catatonic wife. The records show that Laura's mother, Andrea, also had a twin, Abigail. You thank Dorothy for her time. She says that as you take your leave, more recent records may be at town hall if that's useful. I don't know if it is.
No.
All right, here's my working theory, okay?
They're witches.
Yeah, but we're gonna go a little bit dark.
This has gotten us into trouble before.
We're gonna go. So here's my thought, okay? Baxter family, they're fucked. All right, first off. Number one, Christine, good student. Twin, died in the womb. The twin took her. Ghost twin. Ghost twin.
All right.
Yeah.
I like Ghost Twin.
They're
So where we go with that?
No, I'm out of lead. I'm off after that. I think we could just take this to Armitage if we wanted to.
Ghost Twin. He's like, why did I hire you?
Okay, so like we could go to town hall, but I think this whole family thing might be like nothing. But we could write town hall as a lead and just like maybe come back to it if we need to. Like which? But I mean, like they're both twins, which is kind of like, you know, they wouldn't put that in there for nothing. So
They would.
Travis, you are now the Dark Pharaoh.
Did that. Yeah, I am. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start looking through this again.
There's something about the Lactoon Institute here.
We go to the School of Positive Thinking.
No.
It's in the same area.
No.
It is.
Not doing that. So, one of the things I noticed, there's like a note to the editor here about like we need to like moral crisis or whatever between the Freemasons or the Silver Twilight Lodge. We know those people are assholes. They had strange sounds and lights this past May Eve, and we have a mole into the Silver Twilight Lodge.
Okay.
That could be possible. That's like, it might not be the guarantee. It might be like.
But that is something we
red
could
herring,
follow.
but
Yeah.
it's an option. Yeah.
Yeah, the Silver Twilight Lodge makes sense if we're operating on this current ghost twin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
That's
the
an
witch
option.
house just like if I go to W, is just witch house in the directory?
Maybe.
It is. Witch house is like in there down the street from their house.
I would like to go to the witch house. I think
Okay, but let's think for a second.
at night, absolutely.
No. Like, are we doing that thing we did with Haster, where we were like skipping a few steps ahead?
So what did they say about the girl being pulled out of the window? Was there actually any reference like animals or anything like that?
No, that's just the police said that they think there was that's what their suspect
Okay.
was, and then we were like, no, this couldn't hold an adult.
And what's our card number 6?
I think it's the book we took, the Arcane book.
Arcane book.
Yeah, so Silver Twilight Lodge thing might not be bad.
Maybe we should see. We can go see Pascal Fenton. He's the occultist. Look at the book, or we could go see Amelia Sargent at the library. She has access to the restricted section as well, and she's probably very likely know what the book is.
She's probably better than Pascal, I think, for that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of down for that. We could try it.
I would like to go. Let's go to the library then.
Sure.
What is her thing?
It might be on the inside. There's some on the inside too.
Yeah, C23.
C23. Okay.
And it's a reference to the fact that you can only have 23 books checked out at the same time.
Yeah.
You can see 23 of them.
Oh, shit. Oh, C23. No, it's not C23. It's just C23. Okay.
What?
All right. Neither Armitage nor John Baxter at the library. Instead, Miss Sargent. That's not who we're trying to see, right? Who are we trying to see?
Yeah, Amelia Sargent.
Okay, sure. Miss Sargent sees in the foyer right outside of the special volume stack. She admits that her knowledge of witches and their relationship... They're witches. Their relationship to Walpurgis Eve probably pales in comparison to Pascal Fenton's. What a bitch. She does, however, confirm your suspicion. The local witches followed a couple of deities. She says there's Azathoth at the center of the ultimate chaos, and then there's Nyarlathotep, the crawling chaos. We don't know much about religions surrounding these deities. Regarding the missing girl, however, I ran across old newspaper copy from it 2 decades ago about children missing. A reporter followed up on the missing children, and he too eventually went missing. Oh, are we done?
Yes.
The reporter was working on a piece about child sacrifice wherein spirits could inhabit the bodies of other children if they believed they could bring the dead persons back into this world by possessing the bodies of the children. That would explain why more than one child is usually taken.
The child could climb the thing, but not an adult.
Yeah. If the dead twin. If you have requirement card 1, proceed to supplemental encounters 144. We do not. Ah, what a beautiful day it is.
Cool.
So it's potentially Azathoth, potentially Nyarlathotep.
Probably Azathoth.
Yeah. But I don't know if they're going to do someone twice. Azathoth is definitely...
Do we want to check out Pascal Fenton, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Or we could go to the witch house in the daytime.
That sounds much less exciting.
That's true.
We could go check out the witch house. We could go check out
Right.
Nicholas Stoltenstall. He knows that these local properties. We could figure out who owns the witch house.
He owns these ones? Or
he keeps track like property.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Like
deeds,
land titles and shit
deeds,
like that, yeah.
That's an option. But yeah, we could also just like go there.
We could go talk to Pascal Fenton.
I think that's a good one. Get like the background and
let's do
everything
that.
like. All right, which one's Oh no, sorry, we go here. That's the
Pascal Fenton is L4.
L4. L4.
Stall.
Despite your better judgment, you come to Pascal Fenton's little manor house with questions regarding the details of May Eve, which you are sure Pascal will insist on calling Walpurgis Night. Pascal sees you in his foyer, which is cluttered with statuettes of unseemly creatures and malformed humanoids. He smiles at your discomfort. They're replicas of things. I'm investigating. Fascinating, aren't they? You don't answer, but instead you question Pascal about May Eve. Armitage surely knows as much about Walpurgis as I do, Pascal says when you start your line of questioning, causing you to smirk with self-satisfaction. I'm sure his massive library is filled with information. That said, he doesn't know names, does he? Ha! I know several, and out of pity I'll tell you one. A name among the Silver Twilight ranks even. Andrew Sawyer. He's a city councilman or something of the sort. Mark me well, that name will be reckoned with someday. Hi, Russ. Hello. Outside his home, you have a strange sense that someone is watching you. You may ignore the sense you are being watched and continue to your next location, or you may immediately read entry 1 in the supplemental encounters on page 145.
I could ignore it.
I'm not gonna.
I'm curious. Let's check it out.
I'm not gonna. I have to interact with game mechanic.
Yeah,
It's
right,
probably
like
just like some street urchin or something.
Yeah. All right, so you may immediately read entry 1. Simple, okay. The girl in yellow has been following you. In the distance, you lock eyes with her. You may pursue. If you pursue, turn to the pursuit encounters to continue.
We're gonna chase a small child through the streets.
Oh, yeah. Come to me, child! Hey, are you Christine? All right, shall we do this? Should we chase this one?
I mean, like, how many more chances are we going to get to pursue somebody, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, let's
We
do
might
it.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 6 at most.
Okay. You follow the figure into a dead-end alley. You hear laughter and spin around, looking in all directions. No sign of the child anywhere, and there seems to be nowhere she could have escaped. Your eye catches something written in the chalk on the brick wall before you. Please help me. I am stuck here. Have you been to my house? Did you see my grades? Signed, C. We have been to her house. We have seen her grades. She has good grades. Take requirement card 2.
What were her grades?
Good. They were good. She was they just said she was a good student.
Oh, okay.
That's all, yeah.
Okay.
A chill run down your spine. If Christina's alive, she's clearly being controlled by someone. This mystery is not a simple case of a missing child. Well, no shit. The girl's in trouble. You may need more time to solve this investigation, so you wonder if you go visit Armitage at his home to request more time.
More time, yeah. No, we definitely need more time. Yeah. All right, Orange, you're doing great, buddy.
Yeah. Which one is his home? I think it's in one of those. It might be in the book, if not.
His home is U8.
like-
Yeah, now
his
we go
office
here,
is C23A.
So his home is which one, sorry?
U8.
U8?
More time, more time, more time.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, no, get poison.
No, also drink this.
I can't tell if this has gone bad.
You come there. He's got like a bathrobe, nothing underneath, just undone. Just like, sitting there. He's got a carton of milk. He's just trying to. Do you think this has gone bad? Can you try some?
Armitage is just leaving when you stop by his house, and he smiles amicably when you approach him. Amicably? There we go. We seem to be bouncing around all the same places, he says. This case has produced many surprises. I realized in my emotional distress I did not give you enough time to investigate. You have 2 more days for your investigation. Move the marker to afternoon of day 6.
We can chase so many more kids.
Yeah, we got so many more opportunities to chase people.
You now have the option of extending. Yeah, so we are going to take it. If you have visited the Hathaway sisters, you should. They have enlightening information and some not so enlightening. But more importantly, have you seen the little girl running around town? Something odd is going on, and I plan to get to the bottom of it.
We're here.
You should be careful. This is turning into a dangerous investigation. I feel
They
there
all
might be
are.
other mysteries here. Do you get the feeling you're being watched? Yeah.
Yeah, there was the girl.
All right, so the Hathaway sisters.
Yeah. Take me away.
There's 2 Hathaways in here.
Yeah,
There's Hathaway M and Hathaway W.
Okay.
So we don't know which one's which.
No, but he said to visit the sisters. Where they live?
That's all he said, just the
Do
Hathaway.
they live in different places or live in the same place?
I don't know. So we just don't even know about the Heather Hathaway was the psychic.
Uh-huh.
And then there's 2 Hathaways under here. There's an M and a W. Maybe there's an advertisement in the newspaper, one of the old ones.
Sure.
Feeling mean?
Missing pet.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing now.
The missing cat patches.
For
The
better
calico.
life, start cola earlier.
Merchant district on Thursday. It's gone. Hello,
Yeah,
Wanton
don't you
family.
know?
Your cat is missing. Did you find the children? No, but we found this cat. War veterans missing. Maybe they're part of it too.
Oh, birth announcements. Oh, when was she born?
No.
Oh, that's cool.
This guy was
June 30th, 1929? That doesn't sound
No,
right.
no. She's not 1 year old.
Yep.
Oh no, it's 37.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
eight.
Wild.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
That's yeah. There's a birth announcement in that one.
What
Yeah.
day was it? June.
June 30.
Okay.
That's cool. President Hoover. The Arkham Speed Boys versus the Dunwich Whippoorwills.
Oh, you can't trust those whippoorwills.
They cheat.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't find anything about that. Here we go. I'll dig through this one again. It just says, yeah, because the other one just said psychic. So what I'm thinking is also
Our house.
in the middle of the street, our house. Oh, what was the one name that Pascal gave us? The Silver Twilight Lodge member?
Andrew Sawyer, the
Sawyer.
councilman. If we want to see him, we might want to check with Nicholas Stoll. I don't know him. Ambrose Sheckley. He's like high society gossip guy.
Okay, cool. Sawyer Andrew. You can write N71 next to Sawyer Andrew. That's his house, but he also might be at the Silver Twilight Lodge, but we can at least log that. All right, I'm going to look at both. We're going to look at both Hathaways on this map here, and we're going to see if maybe one's living in a shack by the river, and maybe it's not that one.
There's something like written here that says like something
to I think that was for this investigation.
Okay.
I remember that. All right, Hathaway M is on U66, which is down here. Wow, I found that really quick. Oh, because they're in order. Wow.
What a country.
And then Hathaway W is in D59, which is up in Independence Square. So that does nothing. I know Armitage gave us more time, but I don't want to just like shoot our shot and miss, you know?
We could go see property deed guy. He also keeps track of birth, death, and marriage certificates. Maybe one of these people change their name. Maybe he just tells us something about the witch house. Maybe he gives us any kind of useful information.
Yeah. We also could still go to the sanitarium to talk to Catatonic Lady. Of course, she's catatonic, so I'll just be like, nah, she hasn't said anything, so maybe it's actually a waste of time. This Hathaway thing's bothering me.
This guy complained about there being rats in the witch house. He's 100% the guy who got eaten by them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's a student.
Pete, no!
No, it's not Pete. It's it's the rat guy. No,
Gilman?
Yeah, it's Gilman.
Oh, sucks to suck.
Yeah.
It's just an assumed name.
Yeah.
Actually, Pete Sylvester.
Okay.
I say it's not Hathaway W.
Do we try Hathaway M?
My vote's to go see Nicholas Dawson.
I mean, you're the Dark Pharaoh right now. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go see Nicholas Dawson.
Sure. What's that one?
D21, Arkham Town Hall. I think that it might not be answer our question now, but I think you'll have some useful information in some capacity.
Nicholas Saltonstall frowns when he sees you.
Oh, good.
But his face lights up when you ask him questions. He disappears into the rec room and returns a few minutes later, a look of satisfaction on his face. Finally, someone comes along and asks for something interesting. All day long, I'm looking up stupid zoning ordinances and rules on allowing pets into buildings. Who fucking cares? To be honest, it looks like someone didn't do his job correctly back, 8 years ago? You see, the hospital records for the Baxter's child's birth are only partially filled out. Also, I can't tell if the child's name is Christine or Catherine. In fact, the records are such a mess, it is a record here that there were 2 children. But it's most likely a mistake. The hospital makes a lot of errors, and that's not saying much. The clerks there are notoriously lazy, unlike here. Huh. Sounds like we got an evil twin situation if I've ever heard it.
Oh
no. Armitage. Guess I ain't just a bucket of nails, am I? Yeah, that was a good lead to follow, Travis.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we didn't learn anything new, unfortunately, but
We kind of did. There's a twin. Might not be looking for Christine. Might be looking for Catherine. So she's like, I'm you, and she's like, okay.
And notably, it was just signed C, right? So what the thing on the wall was just signed C.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just assuming it's Christine, but it might be Catherine.
Christine might be dead still.
Yeah, Christine definitely got eaten by a raccoon. That's solved. That mystery's solved. Now we're looking for Catherine.
You just get there like, well, your kid got eaten by raccoons.
But we found your other kid.
We found a different kid who looks just like him.
Story, your child Catherine is totally fine. We're looking for your child Catherine. Then we're looking for Christine. Oh yeah, she's eaten by raccoons. Yeah. And here's your new child.
So then, are we thinking it's like a sacrifice? They sacrifice the original
And bring back the old one.
Yeah. Or something like that.
I can see that. I can see that.
I could see that. Yeah, for sure.
They probably did it at the visit.
That's where the witches go.
When do they go to the witch house? Right over here, a few blocks away from their place? I mean, like, every kid going missing in here where the witch house is, that's a little bit
suspect.
It's a little bit suspect, yeah.
Go to the witch house at night.
Oh, we're back on this. We're back on this one again, aren't we? Yep. You're like, I have this pretty sick idea that maybe we visit the witch house at night. Okay. So, I don't want to shoot our shot on the psychic yet. I think we need like some sort of something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Jedediah Marsh and Associates.
I don't think this one's a fish people one.
I don't think so either, but I mean that's just cool.
If
The Marshes are coming over to Arkham.
well,
Good family.
It's
that
like
Marshes.
a short bus ride away from Innsmouth.
That is true. Oh, there's a Grace's Ice Cream Emporium.
Let's do that.
Do you know what evil twins love? Ice cream?
Yeah. You know what I love?
What do you love?
Ice cream?
Hell yeah. Oh, you know what I should do? I didn't do this. No. I was like, maybe I should look up Heather. Maybe it's like Heather's Psychic Home. It's not.
Heather's home for useless psychics. It's definitely Hathaway End, though. 100%.
What year is it? 1937?
Yeah. An M and a W are like twins.
Mm-hmm.
We can also go talk to What's His Nuts, the Silver Twilight Lodge guy. I think Pascal gave us a lead we could try to follow.
Yeah. What's something? There's like an advertisement here from nearly 7 years ago, but for a Dr. Brody who's gave hypnotism demonstrations at the witch house.
Oh, that's cool. That'd be too scary to go to, by the way.
Yeah, what you got to lose? You live in Arkham.
It's true. I mean, we've been kicking. Like, we haven't died. Like, a lot of, like, world-ending stuff has happened, but it's only been, like, we're still going.
We're doing good, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for that time that we died to the poison.
Yeah, well, we didn't die. We just changed permanently.
Lack of oxygen, brain death.
Yeah.
Short-term brain death.
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
Yeah, it's normal.
I didn't write the Brody thing down, but I'm not optimistic about it. Anyway, Brandon, it's your choice.
Hmm?
Is it?
Is it? No, I think it's Justin's.
No, because we
No,
went
it's
to...
I'm the evening.
No, because you did the guy.
Right.
Yeah. So it's Bryn. Yeah, because we're going into morning.
Just like you. Yeah, so like Fenton told us about Andrew Sawyer, the councilman.
Yep.
If we're interested in the Silver Twilight Lodge, we could go see Sebastian Lyman, our Silver Twilight Lodge mole. We could also check in with Ambrose Checkley, as he's our like high society gossip.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And him being a upcoming councilman, he might know something about that.
And there's also like, this game always like throws a little wrench because like we could see this Andrew Sawyer because he's like a Silver Twilight Lodge membership, so like member, so it could be like his house, town hall, or the Silver Twilight Lodge.
Yeah.
I think
we were at town hall.
Were we?
Yeah, that's where we saw Nicholas.
That's D21.
That's where we saw.
Perfect.
Nicholas
Okay, then not town hall.
guy.
That's great then.
Stall man.
All right. Well, let's say we go visit this Hathaway. Definitely in.
Definitely
Yeah,
in.
that's 100%.
Okay.
All right.
What is it going to be? Milton Hathaway? I don't think so.
Maybe.
Am I a piece of garbage for assuming this? Maybe. Who knows? Whatever. But this is what Armitage was like. You do this, and he's always like, well, I saw a raccoon running out of the tree, so I knew that meant that I had to go across town.
It is not her.
No? Okay.
No.
Rip.
It's good. You can just write down U66. All right. Well, why don't we try D59?
Sure, man. It's your pick.
Just burn all the extra time we got. Like, no
Yeah.
problem.
Woo!
Don't matter.
So what did you guys do with the extra days? Oh, we just went door to door.
Oh, sure. This is a
Yeah.
long one. All right. The address on the card turns out to be the address on the card. This is a psychic card, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
That doesn't sound right.
Nope. Sure. The address of the card turns out to be a small cottage-style house near downtown. As you approach, you see two middle-aged women sitting on the front porch. You come from the house with a hole at its center. except that you see only the one hole, where in truth there are two. No, we knew that. We knew that there were two kids. This fucking psychic thinks she's smarter than me. I ain't a bag of nails, lady.
What about one hole?
Well, because the house that's missing a kid. So that's the hole that's missing in the house, but there's actually two holes.
Why are there two holes?
Because there's two kids. Two kids are
what,
missing.
what do you mean the house? Is there
The house, the Baxter house.
There's a physical hole in their house.
No, it's
Yes.
it's an emotional hole.
But also,
I don't understand what context there's a hole in the house.
well, like a door is basically just a hole.
Could you imagine? Just this lady, and I'm just like, no, we know. And then you're just like, what hole? Anyways, her nonsense gives you pause, and the other woman makes a sound and motions for you to have a seat next to them. Don't mind her. She's blind, and she's a prophetess, but she don't bite. My name's Wendy Hathaway, and this is my sister Heather. Sometimes I have trouble figuring out what she's yapping on about, but I can guess this as much from what she said. You came to us about the house where the little girl went missing, the Baxter house. Let's see what my sister has to say, and I'll do my best to interpret. Heather, the psychic, resumes. In the cut of the earth there's a stone, white as the driven snow. Every year it's stained red by the sacrifice of innocence. You cannot confront this being with your wits alone. If you follow, I see something removed and something gained, but I cannot see more. My vision is permitted. Wendy states, I think the cut of the world is a river. But a stone... Perhaps Heather sees a ravine in Meadow Hill.
No.
Meadow Hill? You need to take a train to get there. If you go, take some kind of protection or call upon the help of someone. I'm not sure. Heather also mentions you going after someone. You must be careful. Heather begins. She will ask you to follow her. She pauses, her eyes bigger than before. Fear contorts her face. You have to find the one that can protect you. No, I see. I sense a presence. I see fire, then darkness. I see your soul used in a bargain to save the life of another. I see a man of cloth giving you an artifact. She winces and folds her arms over her head. Her sister is quite alarmed and peers over at you suspiciously. Sometimes she gets very tired. Please leave. Excuse me? I will take Heather to inside to rest. You stop Heather. What does she mean by artifact? What did she see? Wendy turns her head slightly. I think she means a religious item like a cross or rosary. I've never heard her tell someone to seek protection. This worries me. Check the First Baptist Church. You must go now.
Okay.
So we can go to the church.
Yeah, let's go to the church.
Alarmed, you walk down the... Oh, this is D59. Well, okay, you got that. Alarmed, you walk down the steps of their porch across the street. A little girl in a yellow coat is watching you. She waits for you to follow her and turns to leave. Do we want to follow the little girl?
I think no.
Oh, okay.
She just said that there's something to be gained.
I mean, there's 6 pursues. We can do we could do like 3 of them, right? I can interact with game mechanic a little bit, right?
She's trying to make us not go to church, man.
But we can do this for free. We can do this for free, Travis.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Kill us?
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Kill us?
Oh, following people might be dangerous unless you have protection. Do you want to follow this person? We're like,
Let's go. You know, I think she
Pull
says.
me in. I'm going.
She says we don't want to go where the stone is without protection. We can follow
Oh,
this.
she talked about following people too.
Yeah,
She talked about following people.
It's okay, we're gonna be fine. All right, I vote follow.
Who's?
I'm the Dark Pharaoh right
Yeah.
now.
Okay. So then,
I also vote
Like
follow.
Let's go. All right, 145. Okay.
besides, children are like not really people yet. So
So?
we're not following people. We're following a kid.
God.
It's different.
You chase the yellow hooded figure, this time into a large building. When you enter, you catch a glimpse of the girl as the door closes to an elevator. You run up the stairs, the elevator ascends to the top floor. You enter and see the girl on the floor of a hallway crying. Then you hear the demon in her voice. Oh god, we shouldn't have followed her, Travis. She's talking downward, not facing you, but the voice of an elderly lady is heard alongside the voice of a girl. You're not sure which is speaking. I can see things here, she says. I see the future and the past. I see the time is running out for your friend Armitage. The old ones are coming. Perhaps if you can free me from this spirit, I can tell you how to save him. Just free me. She begins singing to the tune of a children's song. A monster in the barn, a monster in the barn. It grows and grows, then comes for you, a monster in the barn.
Yeah, it's because he hadn't done it yet.
It's true, yeah. You slip hard, or were you pushed? Hitting your head on the floor, you black out momentarily, and upon waking you find a slip of paper in your hands. It reads, "Now I know I've got a heart because it is breaking," signed Christine. Advance the time tracker 1 space.
He's free.
It was free.
It was free. We got free.
Until it wasn't.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to the church.
Yeah, I think the church is a good one. Yeah, I think that's a good bet. I'll look it up. Is it in there, or do I need to look it up in this? That's going to be under warehouses, right?
So how much do we like Armitage?
I like him a lot.
I'm not too worried about it. I think like what she's talking about is the events of Dunwich, and like we can't do anything about that. So.
And doesn't he survive because we return to him in the future?
Maybe.
And then he gets sacrificed potentially alongside Earl Sawyer?
No, we're gonna get to the end and he'll be dead, and then we'll be like, "Oh, we're going through his things. We found his letter addressed to you." And he's like, "Oh, if you're reading this, it means I died in the last investigation. And here's why."
He's been dead the whole time.
He
He's
just
actually
explains all this from the grave with this letter.
Thank you for your guidance.
Yeah.
So it was the First Baptist Church of Arkham, right?
Yeah.
F-15, is that, are we cool to, I mean, you're the Dark Pharaoh.
Yeah,
so.
I want to go to the church.
Cool.
That seems like a good idea.
All right, F-15, Travis. You read in the paper that the First Baptist is honoring one of its own. For a moment, you question the innocence of the ceremony, seeing malign intent behind the innocuous celebration. You shake your head to clear your thoughts. No, that doesn't make sense, you tell yourself. The front door to the church is open and no one seems to be about. To your astonishment, you see a white sheet covering a tremendous bulk behind the pulpit. It is too big and wide to be a cross. You reach under and feel stone. It's a tremendous stone sculpture that has to weigh several tons. This makes you feel very uncomfortable. You examine the podium. The only thing of interest is a sentence carved into the wood. It's okay to make a deal with the devil if the cause is sufficient, and if you're willing to lose your sanity to save another. On your way out, you see a cross in the foyer and have the overwhelming urge to take it. Take requirement card 9. All right, we have protection. That's great.
Unless this is requirement card 6.
So can I make a deal with the devil?
Oh, sure. If the deal's super sick.
yeah, right. Like if you're getting like a sweet guitar or whatever, like
you have the ability to play it. If the cause is sufficient, and if you're willing to lose your sanity to save another. So cause is sufficient, willing to lose sanity to save someone.
That's okay. We probably have like 6-ish.
Yeah. Classic, total normal Jesus quote there. He's like, my brother John, we can make a deal with the devil if it's sufficient, and you're willing to kill yourself for it. Okay. So I'm going to just get in front of it right now. I'm good to do one more pursue. And then after that,
we
I'm
got
a
the
little
cross.
bit
I'll do
scared.
as many pursuits.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You think that the investigation probably ends on pursue 6, right?
Yeah, probably. She said something gained and something lost. So, like, maybe we do the thing and Armitage dies.
Maybe. Or maybe he kills one of us and one of us dies for real. Maybe that's why they stopped printing this game. Okay, do we want to maybe fall... Bryn's the Dark Pharaoh currently. Mm-hmm. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots left to go. Mm-hmm. So that's a lot.
Spring gets 3 of those are the worrying.
He does get... I mean, we might lose more time. We might get knocked out somewhere.
If we're lucky.
Let's go back to the Baxter house and wreck up the place.
So, I mean, like, a rock and a river.
Yeah,
she says that,
right.
but I mean, like, it feels like the Unvisited Isle, right?
Just
like
the
that. Yeah. What did she say it was again? Did you write it down?
No.
All right.
This is like a slash in the world or whatever, and a rock.
Oh, what she said about the
like the meadow that we could go to.
Oh, Meadowview, some shit.
I mean, if needed.
Meadowview. She said there was a creek and like Meadowview.
I'm gonna take a bus to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably takes like all of our time though.
Yeah. And it might not even be a way for us to look it up in here because everything we can do is on the map, and I don't see like anything outside of it.
We can take a cab. There's a cab getting.
Is there a bus station in there?
There might be. Let's see. Oh, there's a wax museum.
Let's do that. That sounds sick.
Yeah, that sounds
Do you think they got a wax thing at like this kid?
Yeah.
Then we can have the ghost in that, and
Yeah, look, we
Save
did it.
them
We
both.
saved your daughter. And then Armitage is like, that's why I didn't call you guys for 4 years. Yeah, there's a bus line, and there's a train station, and there's also some trolleys. We can also go to Innsmouth, D3.
I don't think that's the play.
Yeah, there's the bus.
go to Innsmouth. It's just like coming back.
Do we wanna?
Like, I'm always game to go to the Unvisited Isle, but like if we got to take a bus or a train to get someplace, we could also.
I mean,
do
like,
that.
when she said she saw a river and a rock in the river, like, we all were
Yeah.
like,
Oh, is the thing? Yeah, it's probably this.
I mean, should we try it? We have a cross. But they also said we need, like, no, it said protection, but did it also say we needed somebody? Or did it just say protection?
She said something about somebody. I can't remember if it said protection, like something, or somebody. But
Yeah. We also could, like, go to What's His Nuts, that Silver Twilight Lodge guy. Maybe pursue that a bit. Because if I remember correctly, in one of the earlier ones,
we needed card 9 for something.
Did we?
I
No, we
that
needed
was
card 1.
We have card 1.
No, we don't have
No, we
card
don't.
1.
We got 2, 6, and 9.
Oh, okay.
Or
What
2,
was
9, and 6.
C23?
C23.
Was that the library?
Yes, the Orne Library.
Okay.
Because if I remember correctly, in one of the earlier ones, the Silver Twilight Lodge was specifically trying to summon Nyarlathotep.
Mm-hmm.
And while this doesn't read, like, this reads more Azathoth to me, like with like this. It could
You
be
think it's Azathoth with like a mason involved? And
Yeah. in the witch house.
Mm-hmm.
I know my fair share of Arkham
Alright.
Horror, the card
Well,
game.
let's go talk to this gossip and see if we can get him to give us tea and biscuits and whatever.
Ambrose Checkley? Sure.
And then we'll get there and he'll just be
Unit
like,
18.
"You should have talked to this guy instead."
Yeah.
And we'll go
I
there
don't know
and
much
then,
about this. You'd have better luck talking to this person.
Talking to Armitage.
Nothing for him.
Like,
Nothing
son
for
of a
him.
bitch.
Nothing?
Yeah. Does that still cost us the time?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it does. I can check though. It might not. Rulebook is here. In that case, we get 2 more time back.
Why wouldn't it cost us the time?
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
we
So
don't actually sit down and talk and have to.
no, it counts as a locate for time, but it will not count for our end game scoring.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have 2
Gotcha.
duds, and it's not going to count for
We're
our
gonna
scoring
get like the
against
lowest
us.
score possible because we're gonna die, so...
We're not going to die, Travis. We have a holy cross. The cross that killed Jesus.
We're just packing that around with us.
Yeah.
We're just keeping that at a random Baptist church in Arkham.
Just walking through the streets of Arkham. Just like
We're just walking out of the church and there's a big crucifix.
They had
And
us-
we're
they had
like,
us-
yeah, we should bring this with us.
Yeah, they had a stone for Satan, so yeah, this church is kind of screwy.
I don't think that was a Satan.
It would seem pretty Satan-y. It said if you could make a deal with the devil as long as it's okay. I've never heard.
Ooh, it was like carved into it.
Yeah, that's spooky.
Well, I have twice made a call that's led us to nothing, so
No, I think that's great. Keeps us on our toes.
What do you want to do?
I mean, I think our only lead that's left is that Andrew guy, right?
Yeah.
I think we try his house. Do we try his house or do we try the lodge?
We're gonna try the lodge and we should try
The other guy first?
the
I think-
lodge mole.
I think we should follow Pascal Fenton and just like go follow the line to his
Sure.
place. And 71?
That's what you told me to write down.
Cool. Yeah, look at that. You mount the smooth steps to Councilman Sawyer's front door and notice that it's standing wide open. No one answers when you call inside. Just inside the door is an elegant table stand on which you can see a small stack of envelopes next to a vase of wilting flowers. The top envelope is a letter from one Edward Sanford. You notice that it's marked with a silver starburst, the standard symbol denoting the Order of the Silver Twilight. Then you notice a body lying on its back in a pool of blood in the middle of the living room floor. It's Councilman Sawyer. When Garrison arrives to deal with Sawyer, you continue your investigation. Take requirement card 3.
We didn't just go in first.
Hmm?
We didn't just go in first.
No. Alright, so like always, we have the requirement cards and no idea what to do with them.
Is that really what it was like before?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we would get to things and they'd be like, do you have requirement card 1? And we'd be like, we have 6 other ones.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like, realistically, we could probably answer 2 of the questions.
What was requirement card?
I think it's probably the envelope.
Okay.
Because they never say exactly what it is. Just at the end, they're
So
like,
we
yeah.
can't just open it.
No.
It's not addressed to us, Travis. That'd be a crime. Are you wanting to commit a crime to save someone's life? Maybe that's the sacrifice the devil wants us to make.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah, me too. Now that I think about it.
Opening
For a
like
moment. Yeah.
opening some letter post, opening a letter that's been addressed to a dead man.
It seems pretty easy,
Seems
actually.
Pretty light, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
It seems like a pretty good deal.
This is when, like, we see the card can open. What the fuck?
Let's go talk to Silver Twilight. Well, maybe he can tell us about it, or he'll open
That's
it
a
or
great
something.
idea.
You also said that Bryn's idea to do nothing twice was great, or you really liked it. So it's not really a glowing endorsement.
What's this?
L18.
L18. That's a great one, Travis. Sebastian Lyman is slow in responding to your knock, but eventually answers, looking the worse for the wear. I know why you're here, but Sanford isn't involved in any of the unpleasantness. I can also assure you that none of the lodge members know anything. But he's dead.
Yeah, it's just standard operating procedure.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, yeah, good call. Rumor has it that some of these weird events are connected, though. Take the boy Gilman who died at the witch house. There's something strange about that for sure. When you ask Lyman about his obviously harried state, he replies, the order has its own celebration on Walpurgis Eve. I'm still recovering.
Cool.
So the lead meant nothing. Alright, do we just go to the fucking witch house?
Yeah.
We witch house, unvisited isle, see what leads us?
Yeah. Maybe there's different entries to different towns. We can just spend all day there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Do you want to do witch house first? Because that's the one we've actually seen some stuff
I like
with.
the witch house.
Alright, F11, I believe. Let me just confirm.
Spending pictures. Like, this is definitely stuff going on at the witch house. F11. Yeah, I saw the space on this page. What?
Nothing.
The landlord, Mr. Dombrowski, greets you at the door and then leads you down a hallway to his own quarters.
What's his name?
Mr. Dombrowski.
Like, okay.
You find it remarkable that anyone, even poor students, can stand to live in such squalor. My lodgers all left right after the detectives questioned them about the crazy guy that died, Dombrowski says.
It's fair.
I'm leaving myself in a
Makes
couple of
sense.
days, too. The city's threatening to condemn the building if I don't clear out the rats. Police said a rat attacked Gilman. That's a laugh. Not sure I believe it, but Elwood says he saw it. The soy boys. The rat that attacked Gilman. Before Gilman died, I had 5 tenants living here. Frank Elwood
It's
and Paul.
rabid rats and ghost twins.
Frank Elwood and Paul Chionsky were both students just like Gilman. I think Elwood and Gilman were science majors at Miskatonic U. From what I heard, Elwood pretty much lives at MU now. Chionsky was an English student. He was usually down there during the day, and he went to some cafe at night. Tried to stay away from the house as much as he could. You ask Mr. Drombowski if you can see the attic room where Gilman died. He allows you to go but refuses to come with you. Inside the room is a large blood stain on the floorboards. Moments later, you become dizzy and prop yourself against the wall. Your stomach lurches and the walls and ceiling of the room become impossibly angled and disproportionate. You stumble, confused, and the stench of the house becomes overwhelming. You close your eyes to deal with the nausea, and when you open to find yourself on a darkened plain that stretches towards an endless horizon. A small girl wearing a yellow coat stands before you, smiling. She winks and runs away. You give chase, laughing, no longer concerned about anything, carefree. She stops next to an enormous white stone. A tall man with a shadow over his face and dressed in dark robes is leaning on the rock. Come, child, he says in a rasp. You reach for the girl and she mouths to you, save me, I'm scared. Suddenly, all carefree feelings turn to panic and you scream. You open your eyes and find yourself lying on the rug in Walter Gilman's room. A voice in your head whispers, she is ours now, they both are. You are sweating and your chest is heaving. Alright, who is that, Travis?
Probably your laugh attack.
Hell yeah, brother.
Because the other thought don't talk.
No, he doesn't. He just goes...
No, he just...
He just goes like,
Yeah.
You like the coin? No.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so this white stone, I think that's what we got to go for next.
Do we go with our gut instinct of the Invisible, or do we try to go the place where she said?
I feel like Armitage would be like, oh, a stone in a river, unvisited isle, and he would just go there immediately. Like right after that's his line. He's probably like, then mystery solved.
On Visit Isle at night, let's go.
Let's go, no fear.
Well, like maybe a little bit of fear.
Like a little bit of fear.
Yeah.
But no, we got cross, no fear. We got protection, baby.
God is with us. You head to the dock to charter a ride to the unvisited isle. The old ferryman smiles at you, reeking of bathtub gin. After arriving on the island, you spend an hour searching but find no information on Christine Baxter.
When you just pound people across the river all day.
You dejectedly return to the boat when you notice the old man lying in the boat. You kneel next to him and see his throat has been slashed.
Good.
From the look of the cut, you can tell it was made with a jagged edge. Fearing for your own safety, you step over the corpse and begin frantically rowing back to the shore. You send for Detective Garrison, who arrives to take the old man's body into custody. You're questioned by Garrison's men and released. Shaken, you continue your investigation, but can't help but think that someone is trying to scare you off this case. Take requirement card 7. Add it to the list!
The pile of shit we don't need.
Alright, we're fucked.
No, let's just go back.
Back to the end of the now.
So
we
where,
just-
what did she say we had to take a train or a bus?
Oh, look.
Yeah.
What was it?
I didn't write that down. I was writing down. There's a lot of stuff to write down for that one. I missed that.
WD-59. Ravine and Meadow Hill. It says take the train, so I guess we just go to
Okay.
the train station.
What do you think?
Is that because you've whiffed on 2?
Yeah, I mean, like the last 2 in a row that I was like, yeah, for sure. 3 in a row that I was like, yeah, for sure. I've kind of been like.
I mean, that wasn't like nothing.
It's not nothing, but this is what
Like
always
something
ends up.
actually happens.
This is what ends up happening to us with these ones. Like, I mean, I think this one I like it more than the last one we did.
We're doing okay.
But yeah, I just feel like we're missing the one string they want us to pull, right? I'm down to go to the train station because
Yeah,
I think
sure.
it's like the only
go to
lead we
train.
can't have right now.
Yeah, it's the only one that we can probably like resolve on the amount of time we have left. So
Yeah, N38.
Guess not going to be a very good councilman while he's dead.
About as good as any.
Meadow Hill is a suburb of Arkham proper. The tiny hamlet consists of a dozen homes, a general store, and a cemetery. The only thing of note is a ravine which runs adjacent to the cemetery. After a few quick inquiries, you are told that you need to speak to Eustace Larkson, cemetery caretaker, have to escort you to the ravine. If you have visited the cemetery in the morning or afternoon, there's nothing of note. You can wait here till evening to find him. So
There, we can't
we
do
have to
that.
call it.
Lame.
We actually can't. It was a long one. But we actually would have just ended with us taking a requirement card.
Nice. One time left. What are we doing?
Trying to go to the wax museum.
Yeah. Dude. Sorry, we going to wax museum or we want to go for ice cream?
Oh no, I think we go for ice cream.
Or do we want like? So we go.
What do you guys do?
We also could visit like one of the missing other kids. Maybe get like an answer for the story, like one of the like riddles.
Sure.
Sure. What was one of the kids' names?
Will Edgeco disappear from Orange Gangway tenements, and then Klein disappears from their backyard?
Let's do the Orner. Gonna do Orner backyard.
I think Orange's probably more valuable. The backyard one. I mean, so the backyard said they disappear while they're playing with other kids, which is probably just like another lead to the ghost possessed children.
Yeah. Let's do Orn then, because also Granny Orn represent, right?
Yeah.
Orn's Gangway Tenement F22.
I feel pretty okay about this one actually.
Yeah, I think we cracked it.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good.
Maybe we'll get a pursuit on this.
Oh, more reading. Let's go. Just a job.
Oh. The tenement houses of Orn's Gangway teem with oversized rats. Children with dirty faces are playing outside, and the smell of the rot and waste makes your stomach churn. You walk down the hall where the
Just
Woljeff
let their
goes
kids
live
play
and
with
knock. A
cats.
pale old lady answers the door asking, "Are you the police? Did you find him?" She invites you in, flanked by two children looking at their mother nervously. Yeah, like we did, but we actually haven't.
We're kind of the police. Also, we kind of found them.
Yeah, we're kind of sure we know what happened here.
Yeah, it's not looking good for you.
You notice three other children around the apartment performing various tasks. You answer in the negative, and you see a look of sorrow on the woman's face that reminds you of the grief you saw in John Baxter's. You explain your investigation and ask if she might have any information that could assist you. What about the young man from the college, the one that died at the witch house? I knew Mr. Dos Reschers and Crazy Joe Mazurowicz and them were staying over there. I'm pretty sure Dos Roscher moved over to Rennie's boarding house. Joe was a religious nut, and he went to Stanislaus Church all the time. You take your leave, agreeing to update the woman on your investigation. In the hall outside her door is a girl in a yellow coat. "Hey, stop!" you yell at her. The girl takes off running.
We follow her.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, what else are we gonna
Well,
do?
we got to lose. We're done.
Yeah. What, are they going to kill us?
Maybe. That's like...
Who cares?
You run to where you last saw the girl and stop, looking in all directions, but she has vanished already. A man with an umbrella bumps into you and drops a book. You pick it up and yell after the man, but he does not turn, walking briskly away with his colleague. You two are out of breath. You are too out of breath to follow. The book is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, and inside the front cover it says property of Orne Library. However, there is also an address for inside for the Arkham's Rare Books and Map Store. Take requirement card 1, baby.
That's what we're supposed to have.
Interesting.
That Pursuit 6 doesn't look so good.
Definitely doesn't. All right. We have run out of time, and it's now time for us to take our
Question
quiz.
time.
All right. Wizard of Oz. All right, you ready to answer some questions, Travis? Let's get a nice new fresh sheet of paper because then we'll score on it, okay?
Will like the bottom of this be enough?
Yeah, there's 12 questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be enough.
So, who abducted Christine Baxter on May Eve? So,
Annette Mason.
yeah, I think so too. It's like Kezia Mason. I think so.
Yeah.
We do one of the witches, right? We just go like that. I think we just shoot our shot there.
Do we hedge our best and just say Mason?
No, I think we go for one.
Kezia?
Kezia.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's the witch house, right? It's the witch house. Yeah. For what purpose was she and the other children abducted? Sacrifices for Azathoth? Sacrifices for Nyarlathotep? Yeah. Does that seem good, Bryn?
Sacrifices for... It's going to be sacrifices to like bring someone back or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Sacrifices...
Maybe they're trying to bring back, resurrect the witch.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, to bring back Kezia. Because that's how the story goes. We don't need these anymore.
No,
right?
no.
They're all useless. They're always useless.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, what did the principal of Christine's school show you? That creepy drawing. Creepy drawing. What family's secret from 8 years ago are Laura and John hiding? The death of Catherine. Catherine's death. 100%. Why did Christine's mother go catatonic so quickly after her abduction? Because it happened again.
Yeah.
Years ago. Yeah.
It's as good a blind guess as any, I think.
It happened again.
Oh, what are the names of the other two children taken around the same time as Christine? We actually have that.
Oh, it's Ladislas and Adelaide.
Let's go.
Ladislas.
I'm not going to write down their last name. But it's
Frick, we need to write this down. What happened to Walter? I mean, we wrote this down. What happened to Walter Gilman?
He was eaten by rats.
Eaten by rats. And then what are the names of the two students who lived at the witch house with Gilman?
What are they, Elwood and Chomsky?
Yeah, Elwood and Chomsky.
Oh, you did write it down. Nice job, Travis.
Thanks.
Where did the child sacrifices take place? Probably the Meadowview.
Yeah, that
Probably
sounds
there.
right.
Yeah.
Meadowview Waystone.
Yeah. I'm feeling like we're actually doing pretty all right.
I know. Like, we did pretty good on this one.
All right. Who killed the old man on the little island in the middle of the Miskatonic?
Oh, fuck.
Guy with a knife.
Oh, what is Brown Jenkins?
Brown Jenkins? Dude, if it's Brown Jenkins.
Yeah.
All right.
Jagged by his teeth.
What is the name of the owner of the advertiser who also lost her child, and what happened to the mother? Owner of the Jeffrey Doyle's. Oh, her child. Minnie Klein.
Vinnie Klein, sure. Do you actually know that? Or
No,
No, but we know that like the person advertising was named Klein, right? And
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The Klein that we know
Is Minnie Klein?
is
Oh
Minnie
yeah.
Klein.
Okay.
What happened
So-
to the mother? Stubbed her toe.
No.
So, who abducted?
Where did the advertising thing go?
I
Where'd
don't
that come
know.
from?
I made it up.
I'm like, game. You guys are gaslighting me. Guys, do a newspaper for this period.
I don't know. Can you?
Can you please pass me the newspaper?
No, I
for this
mean like
period?
actually, can you? Like within the bounds of the rules, are you allowed to look
I
at
don't
the
know.
newspaper?
Yes, you are. You are. Yeah,
Give
you
me
are.
the
Okay.
newspaper.
Like I'm not being deliberately obtuse here.
Oh, sorry, we missed a 7. This one I missed one. So this is actually 11. So we have to just put a little side for 7 there. What is the name of Christine's favorite book? Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be
The
right.
Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
All right, I'm ready for the answer. I think honestly, we did really good.
I gotta find this advertiser. Was the advertiser thing from the paper?
I don't remember.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
What were you guys we mean the advertiser. What are you talking about?
The daughter went missing, and then the mother stubbed her toe.
Fine, stub her toe, fuck it. No, she also got eaten by rats.
Yeah, definitely. No, I think there's usually one that's like not related. All right, should we go for this? Are we happy?
She'll sacrifice
Should we
us
see
on the Twilight Lodge.
Travis, do you want a red pen to give your marks for?
I would. Hang on. Silver. Twilight Lodge. Got her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Put me in.
Just made that up, I guess.
Don't cheat, Justin. We're in this together. You gotta do one with us.
All right, who abducted Christine Baxter
Okay.
on May Eve?
Kizzy Mason.
Her sister Catherine, possessed by Kezia Mason.
That's we.
I mean, like,
I'm gonna give it. We get 3 points. 3 of 5 because it's a total of 5.
We have 5.
But we didn't write. We knew Evil Twin, but we didn't write Evil Twin to Dr. Henry Armitage.
Well, we talked about it.
All
We were
right,
like,
then give us 5.
We talked earlier. Like the child couldn't get up the trellis.
Give us
and
5. I'm happy for it.
You got 5.
All right. For what purpose was she and other children abducted?
Sacrifice, resurrecting Kezia.
3 points. Yeah, for sacrifice under possession by spirits. What did the principal of Christine's school
Creepy
show
drawing.
you? A drawing she made of her holding hands with a witch.
Are these all at 5?
They're out of 4. That one was 3 and this one's 4.
Okay.
That one we kind of cheated because we saw it, but it was hard to not see.
Yeah.
What is the family's secret from 8 years ago that are Laura and John Baxter hiding that they had twins?
Catherine's death. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You have to tell me the
2
points if
points,
they're
sorry.
going to be variable.
Why did Christine's mother go catatonic quickly after her abduction? She
Happened
came
again.
into contact with Catherine, the twin of Christine. So that's 0 points.
Yeah.
Nice try, though.
Good job.
What are the names of the 2 other children taken around the same time as Christine?
Lila Das and
Klein? Yeah,
Adeline.
and yeah,
Adelaide.
2 points. Each last name's okay.
Yeah.
So 2 points.
And then
So
I
4
took
points
the
in total
ring
then.
here.
4 points in
4
total.
points.
What is the name of Christine's favorite book? The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. 4 points.
4 points. Wow, holy shit.
What happened to Walter Gilman? For 1 point, he was killed by a giant rat.
Yeah.
What are the names of the 2 students who lived at the witch house?
Howard
with...
Chomsky.
Yep, 2 points if you know both. Where did the children's sacrifices take place? By the ravine at the White Stone. 2 points.
Oh, you wait, Stone, we even got the town right.
Who killed the old man on the little island? No, that was Kezia Mason, Catherine Baxter, so 0 points.
that's less fun.
Not Brown Jenkins.
But okay.
That probably was a better guess.
What is the name of the owner of the advertiser? Melinda Susan or Mrs. Susan, and she died inside the sanitarium.
Oh, yeah, okay.
3 points. Sorry, so I guess it's 0. 3.
3 points for guessing wrong.
So we deduct 1 point. Yeah, give us our total.
Okay.
All right, so we subtract 1 point. No, from there. All right, so we visited one. How many locations did we visit? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. And we subtract 2 from that because we had 2 duds, right? So then we visited 15 locations.
We have 1 less because we lost 1 time because
So
we
14
chased.
locations. So then we lose 4 points because Armitage visited it in 10.
Asshole.
We win 16 points. 16 plus
23.
points.
We 23. We did. We crushed it.
On the following
Yeah.
page, you may view the location Armitage visited to solve this investigation. The Kezia Mason thing was a big, was a good, yeah.
That's a big revelation.
All right. Hearts will never be practical until they can be made unbreakable, quotes Armitage. That is from poor Christine's favorite book. I guess she didn't make it. As you can guess,
that makes sense. Who saved her? Us?
Armitage.
Yeah.
As you can guess, I confronted Baxter with my findings and he admitted they had twins. Catherine did not die, but she was abducted by Kezia or someone on her behalf. Instead of sacrificing the girl, Kezia and Mason inhabited the girl, evil twin. Catherine was born malformed and would have died were she not sustained and dominated by Kezia, who was an ancestor of Laura Baxter, formerly Laura Mason. Oh, we knew that.
Yep.
Oh, we knew that, yeah. It was Catherine that you and others saw around. Did we say something when that happened? Did we just go, oh, Mason, and then we just like...
I just wrote down witch, and you guys were like, haha, witch.
I just completely forgot it was Kezia Mason when that happened. Yeah. It was Catherine that you and others saw around Arkham, not Christine. The abducted children were likely taken and sacrificed at the Whitestone and Metal Hill. The idea is so reprehensible, I think no one was willing to entertain it, not even myself, and so it went on for years. Kezia possessed poor Catherine and influenced the witch cults in Arkham to take children and devote them to Azathoth and Nyarlathotep, so both of them. Okay. Mason vanished some time ago, but as you've learned, that is not dead, which can eternal lie. You finished the line from the Necronomicon, and with strange eons, even death may die. Armitage nods approvingly. He's like, hell yeah, brother. Kezia was at least partially responsible for the death of Walter Gilman, who had the misfortune of renting a room in her old house. He most likely meddled with forces he couldn't comprehend. He passed over into the spirit world where Kezia resides. That was a mistake. People are too curious about things that should be left alone. Armitage sighs deeply. When I spoke with John, he maintained that Catherine had died, but he and Laura had begun to suspect otherwise. Laura was having visions, probably similar to the ones experienced by Walter Gilman. When I asked him why he didn't ask for my assistance, and in fact stole a copy of an annotated guide of the Necronomicon in some half-baked scheme, he had no satisfactory answer. We have achieved a small victory, though! Kezia's influence should disappear now that Catherine has been taken in. Kezia left her vessel, knowing we would lock Catherine in the sanitarium, and as soon as she left, we placed a protective pendant upon the girl. Foster care should allow her to lead a better life. A nurse enters your room with a wheelchair.
Take the necklace off.
Yeah. Here we go. You ready to leave the sanitarium, or would you like to stay a little longer? Armitage smiles.
I could probably stay a little longer.
Professor Armitage solved this case by investigating 10 locations. Oh, so we actually got one more point because we don't count his home as a location visited. Really? Yeah.
24, baby.
That's better than we've done
ever.
Yeah.
So he went... What the fuck? So he went to the Baxter household, like we did.
Did that, yeah.
Then he went to the police station.
Sure.
Then he went to the teaching hospital.
Okay.
Then he went to some guy named Herbert Corbett.
Nope.
Then he went to Amelia Sargent.
We did that, yeah.
Then he went to the Matthew S. Sinclair Public School.
Nope.
Then the Hathaway home.
Yep.
Which we did that. Then at that point, that was when we talked to him. He was like, have you seen the Hathaway sisters? And he was like, I've already solved this mystery. Then he went to the Witch House, then Meadow Hill, and then Arkham Sanitarium with the requirement 5. Which I don't even think we earned. Nope.
No, we did not.
But we win!
Requirement 5 is probably like the drawing.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like maybe like the protective ward.
Oh, a protective ward. We need protection, yeah.
Yeah. So we win.
We did it, yeah.
We did it.
We won one.
We won one.
Good job, us.
Yeah. Man, I just love that the fucking dead twin thing. That was a home run. That was a home run.
That was.
I'm proud of us, though. I think we killed it.
Yeah, we did good.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see us do the last 2 of this, let us know in the comments. We'll probably do it anyway, but, you know, we love engagement here.
You should tell us about it anyway.
Yeah. If you enjoyed it, yeah, please let us know. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. And as always, you know, it's okay to make a deal with Satan if you get good shit out of it.